Hey everybody, welcome in for another Cooped Up Convo. My name is Justin Sachoka. We do this each and every night right here on my Facebook page, and love that you come in and hang out with us. Now, you know, if you were here last night, that Dan Hughes was here with us. We had an absolute blast hanging out with him last night as he told us all about his career, how he got his start. And tonight we have another incredible guest. The guest tonight, I didn't realize this, but she started off her fitness career working at a pool in Markham, which is up in Canada. So of course that means we're going to go up to Ontario. And at that pool, not only did she start her fitness career, but she also met her husband as well. So we're going to talk about everything. You may know that I teased the post that she kissed Chuck Norris, but let me change that. Chuck Norris kissed her, and we're going to talk about that and so much more. I need to bring up, because she is an award winner, not just of one award, but she has won several awards before. She was awarded the 2010 Distinguished Alumni from the University of Waterloo. She, in 2009, was voted one of Canada's top personal trainers by CanFit Pro, which is Canada's fitness leading and training organization. And in 2019 and 2020, she was named as one of Canada's top fitness trainers and instructors. And it's not just about Canada. It's not just about America. You can see this lady internationally on home shopping networks. You can see her on infomercials. And tonight you can see her right here on Cooped Up Convos. Let's welcome in my friend, Rosalie Brown. What's up?
Hey.
How's it going?
It's so great to be here.
No surprise. She's up and moving already. I am so glad that you are here with us tonight.
I'm glad to be here. And I just want everyone to know my feet are on my QB.
I knew that you were going to bring the QB into it. I knew that was going to happen, of course. How has everything been going? Are you been okay staying at home and staying active?
Matter of fact, it's given me extra time to give people extra attention with their fitness goals. So it's been kind of nice that it's like a deep breath. And when someone is struggling to find where to start or what to use, or they have no equipment, that I now have the time to give them some answers and solutions. So it's been kind of nice.
That's great. And I know on your Facebook page, you've been doing a lot of different workouts that people can go to and that they can join in. You just, I guess it was at 6 o'clock. It was 2 hours ago. Just got off the QB Facebook page where you were riding along and hanging out with everyone there. And now you're over here with us. I love that you've been bouncing around all over the place here.
Right. And Shopping Channel here in Canada has been filming 10-minute short clips with me. So, and we're shooting both equipment and non-equipment. So we just really try to get everybody moving.
That's awesome. Well, I want to go around and say hi to some of the people that are joining us on social media. Patty Clifford from Maryland, who joins in each and every night, is hanging out with us tonight and says hello. Yurok is joining us from Salt Lake City, so we want to go over there. Narlene is watching from Pennsylvania with us tonight. As always, join over on social media. We want to say hi to Mary Tan, who is also here joining with us. Carol Fish is chiming in saying Rosalie is such an inspiration, and you really are. I have seen you for the last several years. I've been doing this for 6 years, and I've seen you all along the way, whether it was at QVC or whether it was at Today's Shopping Choice. I've seen you all the way there. Mac Pastor is joining in. The Total Gym Addicts, love your, and then he stopped typing, so I don't know what it was that he was saying it, but I think he loves the Total Gym. And you have been on with so many things, so I do want to know, Rosalie, the first question of the night that we ask everybody. Coming over to you tonight now, Rosalie Brown, how is it that you got your start?
Well, it was actually at the shop. It was called the Shopping Channel. Actually, it was called the Home Shopping Channel Network 25 years ago. And I actually invested in a fitness product. I had a gym, and it was a product that you wore around your waist. And from your waist, there was bungee cord attached from your waist to your wrist. So every movement that you did, and I just thought, this is an amazing invention, whether you walk, run, do a step class. So I was selling this belt about the Canadian rights and going to different trade shows. And then one day I saw the Shopping Channel, and I was like, I need to get on that network and show them my amazing belt. Anyways, they didn't think my belt was so amazing.
No, they didn't like it?
Well, because it was made in the US, there was like very little margins. But they said, we like the way, we love your energy, the way you present. How about if we show you fitness products, and if you like it, you can talk about them for us. So that's how it started. I went to them with a product. They said no, but they said, we can find some good products for you. And then I got, Total Gym was one of my first products that I got. And the Total Gym girl that sold at QVC couldn't make a show. So they said, would you come to QVC to do a Total Gym show? Sure. Well, on my very first show, I broke a sales record. At QVC, nice. We sold over $1 million worth of product in an hour. And I think that's done a lot now at QVC. But 25 years ago, to sell $1 million worth of product in 1 hour. So QVC said, yes, we would like to have you come back again.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
So that's how it started.
Wow, and the rest is history from there. I mean, you have been on with so many different products, and the thing with your products that I just find so amazing is that they help people out so much. I mean, it's a product that, like, I sell an iPad, and they're fun, and they're entertaining, and they're productive, there's no doubt. But you help people change their life. You help people change their health and their fitness goals, and you coach them along the way. And with social media, you're doing that more than ever. And it seems like we have a lot of people that follow you that are joining in with us tonight and chiming in. Lisa's saying how much she loves you in the QB community. And I know you're on your QB right now. Laura Searcher is here who's saying hi to everyone. And Ed Searcher as well is here who's saying good evening from Bartlett. And we have Ann Bedingfield who joined in and is hanging out with us. And actually the Searchers, they have the Total Gym Elite as well. So whether it's the QE, the Total Gym, you've been on with so many different products before that people are buying and people use. What is it what is that experience like when somebody reaches out to you that says, I bought so-and-so product and I've lost 50 pounds? I mean, what is that feeling like?
It's the best. It's what really drives my passion, because I don't think many of us realize how good our body is meant to feel. And we have all been in that situation where our body hasn't felt that great. And so to start feeling better, that's how you become addicted. Total Gym is near and dear to my heart because I do that at QVC. And we have a great Total Gym Addicts Facebook page where we all share our workouts and share our success stories. So it's a really nice, supportive community. And I know a lot of them are here tonight. Hey, Mark. Hey, Laura. Hey, Ed. I'm so glad that you're here. But yes, and I'm very fortunate in that I don't only play a trainer on TV, but I'm a trainer in real life. So every day, I'm not only in the gym, but I'm in the gym with products that people share with me. So I get a good firsthand experience of how well this product could work. And that's how Lori Grenier from the Shark Tank, when she invested in the Simply Fit board, which is their #2 most successful product, Lori said, Rosalie, try out this board. Did I make the right decision in backing it up? And I said, it's a great board. We had a lot of fun with it. And she's amazing to work with. Well,
here's a picture of the two of you. I'm very envious because I don't know that I'm ever going to have an electronics product that gets sold from a beach. But you got to go and do an infomercial directly from the beach with Lori Grenier and, of course, with the Simply Fit board team. I think one of the first times that you and I met was actually over a Simply Fit board where I was trying it out in the studio and you were teaching me how to use it. And I mean, here's another picture here where you're working right alongside of the team. You've gotten to work with so many different celebrities and so many large names is an understatement. Paula Abdul, Chuck Norris. Right. I mean, we can go down the list of the names, and we actually have the photos here to prove it, and the proof is in the pudding here. Here is, I love the photo of you and Paula Abdul. When was this, and what was it that you were working with her on?
That was an infomercial shot in Santa Monica. And it was for the Body Blade. You may have bumped into Bruce Hymanson at QVC.
Yeah, my mom, there's a Body Blade in my house. My mom has one.
Okay. So Paula Abdul was our choreographer for the Body Blade. We wanted to sort of slick it up. And the best part of that trip was that I got to bring 10 of my clients with me to California for a week.
No way.
Us Canadian girls, you know, we are dying for sunshine. And yeah, we got to hang out in a dance studio with Paula Abdul and the Body Blade.
How amazing is that?
It was so good.
That is so cool. That's such a cool story. I love that how you said you were looking for the sunshine. We're going to go over and say hi to Linda Wilson, because speaking of Canadian people, Linda Wilson is here up in Alberta. It is where Linda joins us from, where she's hanging out. And so we're going up to Canada as well to go say hi to Norm Murray, who's joining us, and says Rosalie is the best. Maureen Tully is here joining us from Vancouver. Who's joining in, and Laura Searcher. I love this story is incredible. Talk about some of the people that you've helped. Laura said, I have lupus, and because of chemo and meds, I've gained a bunch of weight. After my last chemo, I started my routine, lost almost 60 pounds, and lost 2 pant sizes. And Laura, I'd be interested to know, what is your routine? What kind of products was it that you've been using, and what is it that you've done after that? Our friend Kelly is on here right now. We just did a picture with the shopping channel. You were in it it was our sports day. She's saying, thanks for participating in sports day TSC style. I was the only, I feel like Kelly should have been like, find the American, because you're all in your Canadian gear and I'm wearing an Eagles jersey in it.
Although,
it was a cool picture to do.
I get to go to QVC a lot. There is nothing like Eagle energy. Like,
isn't it amazing?
It's you know, we had a great Raptors run. We had a great Blue Jays run. It's been a long time for our hockey fans. But yeah, being in Philadelphia when one of your teams are exploding, it's an amazing feeling.
It's crazy. There's no doubt about that. I see a lot of comments on here and referring about Chuck Norris. So I think it's time that we talk a little bit about Chuck here. So let's bring up a picture of you, and that is Chuck Norris. Yeah. How did this happen?
Well, because Chuck Norris is one of our spokespeople for Total Gym, but he's not only a spokesperson, he's a true avid user. Like me, we love it. And Laura Searcher, who was commenting on her results, she's a Total Gym user.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Yeah, it's a great machine. But yeah, and Chuck, he has been behind Total Gym through the thick and the thin. You know, when things were going well, Chuck was there. But when things weren't going so well, Chuck was still there, giving his support all the time. And you know, Chuck's he's 80 this year. 80.
Is he really?
80. And I'll tell you,
I would have never guessed that.
When you meet the man, you get chills, because he walks and talks like a 30-year-old man. Like, he has amazing posture and strength and energy. And it's great to be around him, because you feel the love of everybody around him. Super guy.
Speaking of feeling, oh, go ahead. What were you going to say?
Everybody wears Superman pajamas, but Superman wears Chuck Norris pajamas.
There you go. Speaking of feeling the love, what is this picture? What happened here?
Okay, I'm at QVC working with Mr. Norris, and he comes in and out and does this thing, and he was just about to leave. He's saying goodbye, and I'm sort of expecting a hug. And all of a sudden I turn up, and Mr. Chuck Norris is kissing me right on the lips. Like, it was just like, what? So I'm like, I must have superpowers now. There must be some osmosis through that Chuck Norris kiss.
So do you like run when you go to a party and they say like, oh, tell us an icebreaker, something fun about you? Do you always start off with Chuck Norris kissed me?
My kids do.
Your kids do, okay.
Yeah,
now,
again, with all the memes.
I'm sure that that's never going to be let go. Like, people are always going to talk about. They're always going to bring it up. Speaking of your family, I'm going to talk about your husband because you sent me a picture that I think is just incredible. But before we go to that, this is you and your mom, and you're using your QB there. And the workouts you've been doing, you've been bringing your mom into it, and the two of you have been working out together right there on your Facebook page.
Yeah, it's been so great because my mom is 82 years young. And when QB first hired me, they knew that their audience, most of their audience is an older audience. So they kept saying, we want you to be gentler. And I'm like, people underestimate at what they can do. So I found it very important to bring my 82-year-old mom in because we use weights, we use bands, and my mom is at 82 right there, right beside me. So she's repping that generation. And, you know, we all have our aches and our pains and our ups and our downs. But we can always be a little bit stronger. And my mom is such a great role model for that age group.
What is something, you bring something up about how our bodies can do amazing things. And yeah. I think that a lot of people don't realize that probably more mentally than anything is what people stop themselves. Because isn't it your mind will stop before your body will stop? Isn't that true?
Matter of fact, I tell my clients when they start to fatigue to look at the muscle they're working. Because say you're doing push-ups, take a look at your arm while you're doing that push-up. It'll still be going. So you think your mind is just like, I've had enough. Yeah. But your muscles can still give you a little bit more. And also I want people to realize is that most of us don't have Mercedes parts. We all have a knee or a hip or an ankle or a shoulder issue. Yet we have over 600 muscles in our body. So many of them are fine and working well, that it's okay to work around an injury. Don't become stagnant because, you know, say an ankle is sore or an elbow is sore when the rest of your body is fine. So a big part of my educating and programming is to let people know or find that right product that you can still do a lot, even if you do have an injury or a pre-existing condition.
So what about the times like right now where we're 2 months into this, we've been in quarantine for a long time. Maybe people, and I'm sure that there's a lot of people who probably still are and have been in the slump and have not been active because of just the way that everything is right now. And I don't know that you can necessarily blame people for that. But what is something that somebody who has been sitting on the couch maybe for the last 8 weeks, and I'm totally guilty of sitting on the couch quite a bit and only recently actually got kind of active where I've been biking every day. But if there is somebody who's maybe sitting on the couch watching us right now, what would you tell that person? They want to be active, they want to go out there. What kind of things can they do, or what advice would you give them?
Okay, well, the first thing I tell everybody is get on comfortable gear. First thing in the morning, which I think probably most of us are pulling on the sweats anyways. We're not really dressing up, but be comfortable.
Sure.
And we tend to have the most motivation in the morning is to get up and go and move. And we're kind of fortunate in that the weather is becoming our friend to get out there, you know, get some vitamin D, get some sunshine, but to make sure that you do try and move your body every hour. And they find even if you just do 250 steps an hour, that it can make a huge impact on your health and wellness. Because motivation doesn't happen when you're sitting. The motivation happens when you're in movement. So I think many of us sit there, right, thinking, I know I'm going to get motivated. I'm going to get that feeling. The feeling doesn't come till you start the action. So
as you're talking about this, I know you're sitting on your QB and I'm sitting on a chair. And here I am. Here's the difference. Rosalie's over there being active. I'm over here just sitting, not doing anything. She's talking about getting up and being motivated. I'm like, oh, I'm just sitting down.
All right, ready? Let's stand up and down. 10.
Okay, all right. We got to be active now. Hey, and if you're at home, join in with us too.
7. Chair squats are so good. 5 more. 4.
And you have a chair in your house.
3. 2, last one. Woo woo!
There we go. That was it. We got my little bit of movement in. Okay. And I think everyone at home was joining us. I anticipate that I'm probably going to have to do something else before this is over. So I'm ready. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for whatever you throw my way. Let's go over to social media real quick. We want to say hi to Ross, who's joining in, saying Rosalie is the absolute best. And Lisa is here, who is saying she works us. Obviously, somebody who follows along with you. Amelia saying how much we love Rosalie. And Carol Fish saying she is the fittest grandma we know. And you are a grandma. That is true. Yeah. You do have grandchildren. And I know I have, you know what, you sent me photos of your grandchildren, and I lost it somewhere here that I wasn't able to upload it. So let me see if I can go back and grab it and upload it real quick so that we can see. But let's talk about your family. You met your husband in Markham at the pool where you were working, and you shared this photo. And I'm going to bring it up, and I want you to explain this. Okay. Because from the understanding, why don't you explain the photo before I bring it up? Because I find this to be amazing.
Yeah. Well, we met as lifeguards. And my husband has always been an active man, and genetically blessed. My pet name for Rob is Willy Wonka, because he has.
Why is that?
He eats candy every day. Well, he had before. He's the candy man. So you can imagine me as a fitness trainer and Willy Wonka living in my home. And he was able to get away with it for quite a few years because, again, he was sort of, he's never a gym guy, didn't even, just last year,
Not
he said, wow, that Total Gym's pretty good. And we've had Total Gyms in our house for close to 30 years. So not a gym guy, genetically blessed. Anyways, in his 50s, the weight started coming on. And when he was 57, we went to the Dominican, and he wanted to kiteboard. So we signed up for kiteboard school at 58 years old. And he did great on the beach because he has a great sailing background. He can swim. He's on the swim team. So getting in the water on the board. But to get up out of the water, he couldn't do it. And the instructor said to my husband, "Sir, if you were 20 pounds lighter, you would be up sailing by now." So then Rob looks at me and says, "Let's do it." I'm like, "What?"
So you said it took 34 years, right?
So 34 years into our marriage, at 58 years young, Rob finally says, "Let's work out together. Let's get in shape." So he started walking, aiming for 10,000 steps a day. I treated him like any other client. So, and you don't have to do your 10,000 steps all at once. He started 5,000 in the morning on a treadmill. And then we did a total gym workout. And then I replaced all his sugar treats with popcorn. And like 1 year later.
Plain air pop. And then let's take a look at the results here. This is, I'm going to make this full screen as well so we can hear you, Rosalie. We're in audio only now, but we're going to make this so that we can see the picture. This is March 2019 on the left. This is March 2020 on the right. He looks like a different person.
Right? And that's what happens when you embrace fitness. You just become a younger, stronger, healthier version of yourself. And it's so exciting. And people probably say, "Oh, it's so easy for him because he has a trainer in the house." And it might be because I do get to say, "Come on, let's go work out."
Sure.
But yeah, he's always been a healthy eater because I'm the one that makes the meals, but it was all the extras, the sugary treats. So again, I treated him like my clients. And for diet, the best thing that works is to remove as much sugar as you can from your diet. And the other one is grains. So that's your bread, your rice, or I say treat grains as a treat.
Oh, that's an interesting way of looking at it.
Yes.
I treat it like it's water. So I need to not do that.
Again, if you want to lose weight and not be hungry, and that's the great thing about it, is that you can fill up on your protein, your chicken, your fish, your turkey, your burgers, but it's got to be without a bun.
Wow.
Or just sometimes.
Gosh, I am like sitting here right now, and all I want to do is go throw all my bread out right now and dump the sugar and totally change it. And I want to come back with a photo like that. You've inspired Amelia, who said totally had to take a screenshot of that because she just couldn't believe what that difference was. Carol Webb joining in and saying hi from Barrie, Ontario. And I want to go back to Carol Fish's comment with your grandkids because I've got the photo now. These are your grandchildren here playing on the slide there. And Carol's comment was, she's the fittest grandma we know. Hands down, without a doubt, the fittest grandma that we know.
And your whole life really changes once you become a grandma or grandpa, because you want to be that much more involved. You want to be that much younger. You want to be able to chase and play. Like that was me just going down the slide with James. That's Anthony, the older one in red. And at the end of the month, we're getting our little granddaughter.
Oh, that's really exciting. You must be thrilled.
And it's interesting because once I became a grandma, I think I got to speak to other grandmas out there going, you know what, we can really change the way we think about grandmas. The other day I was listening to the radio and they were dissing grandmothers in bikinis. And I'm like, I'm going to send you a photo. Because, you know, you can be as strong or as fit, you know, the way you determine how well your body ages by making those better choices, by moving your body. And that's what makes the health and fitness industry so exciting for me. And I think I have more passion now at 58 years old because I'm like, what else? What else can we do to keep our bodies younger, stronger, fitter? So you tend to get, I got more excited about my health and wellness, becoming a grandma, because I want to give them piggybacks. You know, I want to be down on the floor playing with them. I was rollerblading with my grandson the other day, or not the other day. I wish it was the other day, like the other months ago.
Yeah.
Oh, I miss them. Yeah.
Well, that's so inspiring, and I think there's so many people that are watching right now that I'm sure are being inspired by that, by your message, and have been for the last 25 years that you've been on television and doing this. You mentioned your husband, and you nicknamed him as Willy Wonka, and I want to say this was not at all planned. The game that I had for you, I had no idea of that nickname, and I was thinking as to what kind of game could I do? Nancy Brandmuller was on here, and we played this game where she had to identify different brands. So I showed her like a little snippet of a popular brand that she had to identify what it was. And I thought, because you are so healthy, I was curious to know, do you know your candy bars? So what we're doing now, tonight's game is called Chowing Down with Rosalie Brown. And what we're going to do... She already knows it. She already knows it. You're going to get a little snippet of a candy bar. This is Reese's. You got it right. You're 1 for 1 right now. Let's see if Rosalie can get always moving, too. For every right answer, I feel like there's got to be some type of movement. How about this candy bar? Do you recognize this one? And if your husband's around, by all means, bring him in.
Maltesers?
That is not. No, that is a Snickers.
Oh,
so
I should have got that.
It's hard. I know it's really hard because they're just little snippets of all of these.
Okay.
Let's see. How about this one?
Payday.
That is a payday. All right. There's the movement. You got it. You got it. Let's go with this right here.
Glossette peanuts or Raisinets.
Nope. Look at the TTE or those are the 3 letters you can see.
Yeah. Not Raisinets.
Butterfinger. That would be Butterfinger.
I think that's an American candy bar.
So I looked up Canadian candy bars, and then I was really worried that the ones that I looked up weren't going to be like real things because I didn't know what they were. So yeah, Butterfinger. I mean, these are probably all American candy bars.
Kix.
Twix, but close. We're going to give it to you. Yeah, you got it. Twix. There we go. Movement. How about this one?
I think that's your health bar. Is that health bar?
Heath bar. But yeah, Heath bar. You're close enough on that. You recognize it. You're doing really well with this.
Kit Kat.
This one, I didn't know if you were going to get that. That's right. Yeah, Kit Kat is exactly what that is. I love Kit Kats. I could eat those all day long.
Skittles.
How about this one? Oh, man, you know your candy bars left and right. She cuts out the bread, but the candy, she's got it down.
I know how to bribe.
How about this?
Oh,
this is the last
Mars
one.
Bar?
This is a tough
Mars.
one.
Is that Mars bar?
Not a Mars bar. No, this is a Baby Ruth.
Oh, that's
that
American.
Bottom Y there.
That's American.
Okay, and people chiming in here saying that, yeah, I'm giving you the American candy bars. But still, you did really well on that. Nice job. That was rapid fire. Good work.
Okay.
So we're about to wrap this up because it's already been a half hour. I feel like I've learned so much about you, Rosalie. But let's I feel like we can't wrap up without one more home workout. Like one little, give us something that we can do to end this on a high note.
Well, every month I give my my fitness Facebook page. We do a monthly fitness exercise challenge. So if you can just swivel in your chair,
okay,
and bring your legs up, and we're gonna do 20 jackknives. Ready?
Where do you put your hands? Right.
Hands are on the chair. 2.
Hands on the chair.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 10 more. Go for it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There we go. All right, everybody's moving along with us tonight. This is awesome. Rosalie, thank you so much for joining on with us. I will say that I am completely inspired. I am going to go throw all my bread away. I am going to have you back in like 8 weeks, and I want to do that side by side like you had with you and your husband. I mean, I thought it was amazing.
Justin, if you promise me, take your photo tonight with your shirt off. Give me one week without your breads, your cereal, your rice. In 1 week, your waistline will be smaller. In 1 week.
Really?
I promise you. Because grains keep you puffy.
That's me. Puffy's the way I describe me. What?
1 week?
1 week? No way.
You will notice a difference. 1 week.
I'm going to guess that beer has grains in it.
Beer? That's liquid bread.
Okay, all right. And I just bought 2 cases of it. All right. I'm going to do it, though. I'm going to do the Rosalie Brown challenge. I'm doing it.
1 week.
That's it.
No
all right,
bread.
I'm doing it. I'm going to report in and let you know how it is.
I want to see the photo, before and after.
I'm going to do exactly that.
Okay.
Rosalie, thank you so much. You've been awesome. And I will see you sometime soon. Stay safe. And your social media, I know we have a lot of people that are coming over from there, but that's where you post all this stuff. So make sure you go over and you follow Rosalie online for all these workouts, tips, tricks.
I've got lots of time. I'm happy to help you. Just send me a message. We can find your exercise program, and I can send you my no grain, no sugar diet. There we go. Rosalie Brown, everybody. Thanks so much. So long. Thank you. So much fun. So that's Rosalie coming up. Wow, that's so inspired. I really am so inspired by everything that she had to say by that. I don't want to say that I feel lazy, but as I'm calculating back, I mean, even just sitting here and doing these, I should have been moving around a little bit. I want to thank everybody who's chiming in saying, you got this. I'm going to do that challenge. I really am. I am not going to have any grains for the next week. And I want to see what the difference is going to be. And you need that little push, that motivation. Rosalie's social media will give you that push, that motivation that you need. Thank you all for coming on here and joining us each and every night. We do this, but only for the next 2 weeks. Once we hit June, we're